watching Poland Daily Business, and tonight we'll talk about unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, that are more and more part of our lives. And Poland is at the bleeding edge of drone technology. We are creating the highways in the sky for drones, and the person who is doing that personally is Małgorzata Darowska of Ministry of Infrastructure. Good morning, or good afternoon.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Well, let us say a few words about this highway in the sky for drones, because that's a long process which pretty much nearing its completion.
Yes, actually, Poland is a global leader in delivering the digital infrastructure for drones. According to Eurocontrol, a survey published in September this year, we are the European leader in providing use-based services, helping drones to operate in the airspace. And according to another survey published by Drone Industry Insights, Poland is in a second place in the world, after Singapore and before United Arab Emirates, as a country which is, let's say, ready to implement drone services. So, briefly, we are ready to host drone services in our country.
So tell us about the services that are available in Poland or will be available very soon, and they are not yet developed in other countries.
In Poland, we are using drones for different purposes. They are very common in industry. The police is also using drones to help them to operate and to perform their duties. But this is focused on monitoring. Now, in the COVID time, we decided to put stress on medical use of drones for medical purposes. We started to work on medical deliveries, which is in these times this is a must. And the first test in the city. The transportation of drone the COVID samples from one hospital to another was completed in April this year, and the 29th April. It was a historical event, actually, because this was a delivery performed in the city, and BVLOS. It means that beyond the visual sight of flight. And after that, the Polish Aerospace Navigation Service Agency, along with the hospital, the COVID hospital in Poland, started cooperation on implementing drones operationally to help transport COVID samples in Warsaw. But this is the starting point for a larger program, which will help to implement drone services in medical transportation in Poland.
So this is a research program, and when we are expecting this to be operational and just day-to-day basis?
Well, this is partially it is ready in terms of the infrastructure, because the infrastructure is ready, and without the infrastructure, the deliveries are not possible. We have to remember. In terms of deliveries, drones, this is after the testing phase. We're going to start the pilot project, which means that this is the preparation for operational implementation of drones for medical deliveries. The question when, it depends on money. Definitely on money. If there are sufficient resources, I'm pretty sure that the next year, or at least 2022, the drones could be operational in the cities.
Well, of course, we need a proper legislation to allow unmanned aerial vehicles to fly above our heads, and especially out of the line of sight of the operator. Do we have this new laws implemented already?
Poland implemented BVLOS regulation in 2019, so we are ready. The question is, and the main effort is how to prepare the cities to prepare their procedures, how to use BVLOS, how to host BVLOS operations. Now we are in the process of implementing EU regulations in Poland, and we are obliged to implement the regulations by the end of this year. However, the regulations will be binding without any special law. We need to implement some operational regulations, and we are pretty ready to start public consultations in this respect.
Well, it is worth to say that, as far as I'm concerned, this European legislations were very much created by Poland.
Yes, actually, Poland is very active in the ASA, in Eurocontrol, and this is why we are. Our regulations were taken as an example, as a matter to discuss. And now our civil aviation authority is in the groups, and they are because we have a set of regulations that are ready, but the ASA is working on another set of regulation for use-based services, which we are already implemented. And also the technical aspects of operations are also submitted by Poland to Eurocontrol. So our standards are, let's say, basis among others proposals from Europe, and they are one of the pillars of European system, which we will see in the nearest future.
Well, drones in Poland are cutting edge, not only in terms of technology, but also in terms of legislation and application, which is most important factor of this. Małgorzata Darowska of Ministry of Infrastructure is very much in charge of this exciting project, and we will be back. We'll talk a little bit more about the drones and its applications. But for now, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that was it for Poland Daily Business. Please watch us tomorrow, same time.